Known as the Green City in the Sun, Nairobi is the most populous place in East Africa, home to over 3 million people. Founded at the turn of the 20th century by the British as a depot on the Uganda to Mombasa railway line, Nairobi quickly grew. The city replaced Mombasa as the headquarters of British East Africa, and following independence in 1963, Nairobi became the capital of the Republic of Kenya. Nairobi is home of Athletics Kenya, and the nation has a strong Olympic pedigree. Of the 42 Kenyan track and field athletes at London 2012, all but one were runners. In London, 24-year-old Julius Yego became Kenya's first and only Olympic javelin thrower. Transworld Sport travelled to Nairobi to find out more about him.
Yeah, before I came to javelin, I used to run. I remember when I was still a kid, I ran 10,000 meters in my school, but it wasn't good. I was number 3, but number 1 and number 2 just overlapped me, so I left it. And when I was in high school also, I used to play soccer, in football. I used to like it so much. Even now I like it, but I don't play anymore because I'm taking javelin.
Julius was born in Kapsabet, a small village in the Great Rift Valley. In 2005, he became the national junior champion, and during his last year of high school, he broke the 70-metre mark for the first time. After taking a year's break from his sport to enroll in the Kenyan police service, Julius was posted to Nairobi, where he was able to pick up his javelin once again.
You know, most athletes come from the police service and the Kenya Army, so we are given that time to go and you train on your own, have that ample time so that you prepare well for championship. So we don't have any problem with that. During our off-season, of course, we go to our normal police work. So like after active season, like October, maybe you can have some 2 months to go and work with the police also, because that's where we earn our living as well.
Julius lives and trains with his friend and fellow police officer Michael Rono, who competes at a national level.
The first time I met Julius, it was when we meet in our local meet. So we talked with him that let's meet so that we can train together. So now at that time we started training with him.
Since Julius is breaking new ground for Kenyan athletics, there's no one in the country qualified to coach him. Instead, he's turned to the internet for help. By watching videos of some of the best throwers in the world, he's learned to adapt his technique and training methods. Top of his playlist are the Scandinavian duo of Tero Pitkamaki and Andres Torkelsen, who between them have 8 Olympic and World Championship medals, and both men have thrown over 90 meters.
I watched this because I liked them, how they were doing, and then I wanted to be a champion like them as well. So that's what pushed me a lot to go and watch what these guys were doing. The gym exercises, the general exercises for javelin, the strength exercises. You know, I can't throw like Andreas or Pitkamaki, but the general skills they were doing, the general exercises, those were the most important things I was going to watch from these guys.
In 2011, Julius became the first Kenyan field athlete to win a medal of any colour at a continental meet. A throw of 78 metres 34 brought a national record and the All-Africa Games title in Mozambique. A year later, at the Kenyan Championships, Yego once again threw a personal best, launching his javelin 79 metres 95 to win gold. It was enough to realise a lifelong dream, qualifying for the Olympics.
To be an Olympian is something you will never forget. So when I was named in the Kenyan team for Olympics, I was just so happy. And more so, it was being held in London, so the city I love so much. So I say, if I can be in the finals, and then that was my top thing I wanted to be there in London. And then luckily enough, I was in the finals. So it has just changed the whole of my life.
Weighing 13 stone and standing at just 5'7", Julius was the smallest thrower in the competition. Already that year there had been over 100 throws which exceeded his personal best mark. But on his third attempt, Yego threw 81 metres 81 to become the first African to qualify for the men's Olympic final. On a night when all the competitors struggled, Yego finished a disappointing 12th and was unable to better his qualifying throw. But the experience of mixing with the people he had watched online was invaluable.
So you feel nice because somebody you take as a role model or an icon you like to watch, and then you are competing in the same championship and more so Olympics. And so I was so happy, although I did not perform to my best in the finals, but luckily I was very happy because being in the final with the champions, you know, the world beaters, not, you know, I was an African champion, but not with a big throw, just it was 78 meters. So, but I was competing with guys throwing 88 meters. So it was something so very nice.
His success in London has made him a big star in Kenya. Nicknamed the YouTube athlete, Julius has found himself in demand from sponsors and the media. His profile at home is now as big as any of the nation's runners, and there is a hope that his popularity can inspire some more athletes to follow in his footsteps. Yego is hoping that Kenyan field events can be as popular, if not necessarily as successful, as track events.
Maybe in the future, maybe we'll have many guys coming now, in maybe not even in javelin, in other field events, like long jump, high jump and shot put, you know, hammer. Maybe that's my prayer also, to have such people from the different disciplines, not even in javelin alone, but across to all the fields.
Yego's next target is August World Championships in Moscow, where he'll be hoping to emulate his Olympic success and reach another major final. This young man has come a long way since throwing sticks in the school playground. He trains with a fierce determination and has a philosophical approach to life. Despite not having a coach, Julius Yego is confident that he can continue to compete at the top of his sport, as long as he has his best friend by his side.
So he's like now my coach, because as we are doing that, I correct his mistakes, he corrects my own mistake. So I think it's something like, it's a normal thing. But I wish I had a coach. Maybe I could be doing better. But no problem with that. We don't have any problem. We will do it, and we will hit the wall, of course, without a coach.
Subscribe now to our YouTube channel for the very best of Trans World Sports.